Jake Williams, how you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing?
We're here at your theater that is named The Cat here in Carmel.
Yes.
And you're going to be directing. This is the opening night for Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper, the Whitechapel musical. Yep.
How long have you guys been rehearsing for this show?
We have been rehearsing since early August. So.
How many people in the show?
There are
14 people in the show. Mm-hmm. So some people might know the story, but what's the basic premise of the story?
So this is the classic true crime tale of Jack the Ripper, who was a prolific serial killer in London, who killed multiple women, multiple whores on the streets.
And how long is the show?
Show's about 2 hours.
Now you've got the writer of this version.
Yes, tonight we have.
So what's their name and where they're from?
Stephen Bergman. They are from Massachusetts.
Mr. Bergman, how are you doing today?
I'm excellent.
So you've traveled across the country to see your play performed here in Carmel, Indiana.
That's correct. Traveled all the way in from Boston, Massachusetts.
And how long have you been traveling to watch your plays being performed?
I've been writing plays for over 30 years, so if I have the opportunity to go see one, I'm more than happy to make the trip. I love watching the fruits of many years of labor being seen and enjoyed by audiences, so I try to make the effort whenever I can.
So how would you describe your spin on this version that you've created?
So for this version of Jack the Ripper, as it being an unsolved serial killing, though there are people who now seem to believe they know who it is, but 140 years later, no one's going to really be able to solve the case. So as an unsolved mystery, we had the opportunity to know just enough facts to make it engaging, factually based at the beginning, and then create our own dramatic spin on it, which I'm not going to give away right now because I want people to come out and see the Cat's production. And but we decided that there was definitely a connection between the killer and at least one of the victims.
Musical influence. What inspired you, and what's the twist?
So I'm obviously a huge fan of Stephen Sondheim. For this particular score, there were a lot of influences from the Boublil Schoenberg productions, Les Mis, Miss Saigon, but ultimately most composers worship at the shrine of Sondheim, and we always try to do our best to make the music engaging and dramatically relevant, so that the audience is completely immersed, so that the music puts you in a specific place, and hopefully keeps you there through the duration of the production.
And what's been the Audrey Larkin, how are you doing today?
Wonderful. How are you?
So we're at the Cat here in Carmel.
We are.
This is your baby. I would assume you've been here for a little while. How long have you been here?
I've been here since about 6 months after it started.
And when was that?
2017, 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
So what was your previous experience and what is your role here?
So I met Will Wood, the owner, when I was 14 years old, where I was in a show that he was directing. I went away to college, got a degree in theater, graduated, and came back. He had lost a performer for the very first Carmel Apprentice show that they did, which was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and he called me to come in about a month before they opened to learn the part of Lucy Van Pelt, and I have stuck around ever since.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So how many shows, let's say, a month or 2 months, or like what would people expect from being able to come here?
So at the Cat, we have anything from like 2 to 4 shows a month, different productions. So depending upon the group, some people book for 2 weeks, much like Jack the Ripper, we're doing 2 weeks of shows. Some people book for a single weekend. Some people will book for a single day. So you could come 3 days on a weekend in a row and see a different show when I have a weekend of just one-off shows. Otherwise, you can come every week or every other week and see something completely different from over 20 different Central Indiana-based groups.
How does Carmel support you guys?
We are so blessed to be funded by the Carmel Arts Grant, which is just opening up in the next few weeks. So we're very thankful to be able to be part of the Carmel arts community in that way. Other than that, the city of Carmel they support us by buying tickets to the shows, they support us by being actors on our stage. If anyone wants to support us by becoming a donor, they're welcome to come and talk to me. Or if they have a business and would like to sponsor a Carmel Apprentice show or one of our youth productions, the drama department, I'm always happy to talk to anyone who's hankering to help out that way.
So how long has Jake been involved? Jake, how you doing, bud?
Jake has been involved for the past 5 years. He came in for our We Survived the Pandemic show, which was Disney's Descendants. It was rock-based, and so he would bring his guitar so that we would actually learn the music, how it would sound when we were on stage.
So I know that he's taken on a couple more roles this round.
He has.
And how do you think he's been doing as far as prep for the show?
I'm really proud of him. He's done a really good job. This is a very tricky piece, and I think he's done an excellent job with something that's so music-heavy, but there's something to be said about being able to direct while you're teaching music, and then also once it's learned.
Right.
And so it has really made a very good, like, seamless transition from music learning to music blocking to the show that we're seeing now. And I really think it was wonderfully handled, especially because it is Jack the Ripper. There are a few dark themes.
So coming down the road, the future, between now and the holidays, what are some things the public can expect?
In the next few weeks, we have our drama department devised theater class putting on their very first show. They wrote it themselves. It's called A Pluck in History. It's about a time-traveling chicken. Then we have 4 Weddings and an Elvis presented by Carmel Community Players. Then we have the best Christmas pageant ever right around Thanksgiving. And then we finish out the year with a bunch of comedy shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to the public?
Come to the Cat. We're quirky, we're eccentric, we're fun.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to seeing the show.
Thank you.